Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody, it's a nasty one here again. Welcome back. Next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in game number 1. Last episode, we took on the Wide Loads in game number 4 of the regular season. We held the lead late until the bottom of the 9th inning when we left Max Texas in to go for the 2-inning save, and he gave up a walk-off 3-run homer to the Wide Loads franchise player Hack Liner, allowing them to win 8-6. With that loss, ended our 3-game win streak to start the season, and that'll send us into our first matchup of the series against the Crocodons. On the road here, on the mound for us will be our ace Meow Bubkins. Bubkins 1-0 on the year with a 1.29 ERA and a 1.29 whip. And on the other side for the Crocodons, it is their number 2 pitcher, Maurice Brick, who is 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA and a 4.13 whip. Crocodons come into this game 3-2, and we come in at 3-1. Here's our lineup for today's game. Leading off is Bunterson at short, followed by McKinney at right. Trunk at first base, he'll bat third. Mustachio at third base, he'll bat fourth, locked in. Often back behind the dish, batting in 5 slot. Colt back in the lineup at center field, he'll bat 6th. Borgener in left will bat 7th. And Whoopity back in the lineup at second base, he'll bat number 8. And Bubkins rounds us out, number 9, behind on the mound. Head to the Motor Yard for the only time this season, in the regular season, as the next 2 games against the Crocodons are both at home, and they are a doubleheader. Looking at the lineups, both teams don't have a lot of power. They have about the same contact ratings. We have the edge in the speed department just barely, is also in the defensive department. Where the Crocodons shine is in their starting pitching, whereas ours is abysmal. Our bullpen is better than theirs as well, so both teams have pretty weak bullpens. They, however, have great starting pitching. We'll see which comes out on top here. Bunterson, McKinney, and Trunk up first against Brick. Here we go. Bunterson leads off, 333 on the year with an RBI. Here's a look at Brick's numbers on the season. Maurice on the year is 0-1. He has a 13.50 ERA and a 4.13 whip. In his first start, he gave up 8 runs, only 4 earned, in only 2 2/3 innings pitched. Not a great start at all. 7 hits surrendered, 4 walks, and he struck out a batter. He did, however, keep the ball in the ballpark. Batting average against .438, so far statistically the worst out of the entire team. See how he does, and see if he can bounce back against us. First pitch forkball is low, ball 1. Forkball up and away. Bunterson lines down the right field line. That is getting down in front of Vortex for a base hit. And Bunterson leads off the game with a single. Hey, Hoon, yep. Pitching versus defense. We have to see which comes out on top. Next up, McKinney. Right fielder today, hitting .333. In the lineup for Dano Yoshida, who is a little bit tired after catching the last 2 games. Fastball up high, ball 1. Fastball outside, swung late by McKinney, 1-1. Ball down, fouled off, 1-2. Put away McKinney down on strikes. First punch up for Brick today. 2 down, or 1 down in the inning. That'll bring up Trunk, the first baseman, hitting .444, 2 RBIs on the year. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Bunterson gets back. Runner goes. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. Lee in air. Just late. Stolen base for Bunterson. First of the year for Buttons. He is 1 for 1. 0-1 the count here to Trunk. Pick off the second, nothing doing. Sliders in the dirt from Brick, 1-1 the count. Fastball up and in, popped up, shallow center field. Out for it, Pickle. He will run it down. The shortstop makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, we'll bring up Mustachio, the third baseman, who's locked in, hitting .625, 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the year. Mustachio hitless in the last game against the Wide Loads, but he is still locked in. Fastball down the way is called strike, going 1. Forkball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball down the way, line to third, right at Runda, and she'll make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Buzzards on 1 hit and a stolen base. Bottom 1, Vortex Drive and Candela due up against Bubkins. Leading off is right fielder Vinny Vortex, hitting .238 with an RBI on the season. Here's a look at Bubkins' numbers in her first start. Meow got the win. She gave up 1 run in 7 innings of work. 1.29 ERA with a 1.29 whip. She gave up 9 hits with 1 strikeout recorded. Batting average against .333. And the lineup for the Crocodons looks like this. After Vortex hit his first baseman Leanne Drive, Then locked in second baseman Andre Candela in the 3 slot. And in the 4 slot is the catcher who's locked in, Tara Leonaire. Batting 5th is left fielder Bubba Blastman. Batting 6th, the center fielder Gordon Fruitwell. Batting 7th, the third baseman Runda Third, who is tense. Batting 8th is shortstop Norton Pickle. And batting 9th is the pitcher, Maurice Brick. First hit from Bubkins. Fastball away is fouled off. We're underway, 0-1. Screwball down and in. Low, 1-1. Screwball down and away is in the dirt. 2-1 the count. Fastball middle in is skied into right left center field. Bordner going over. He's going to call off Colt to make the catch. 1 down. Next up, the first baseman, hitting .211 with a homer and 2 RBIs on the year. First pitch curveball middle in, line to left center, split the fielders also as Colt gives chase. It's off the wall out there in left center. That's a double for drive. He'll be in scoring position with 1 down. That's going to bring up the second baseman Candela, who's locked in, hitting .400, 1 homer and 7 RBIs on the year for the switch hitter. First pitch changeup down and away, out, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up, check swing by Candela, he holds back, 1-1. Slider down and in, just low, 2-1. Ball up and away, driven by Candela to right center field. He cracks that one, looking for the high wall. It is gone. Home run for Andre Candela, his 2nd home run of the year as he gets it over the high wall out there in right center field. The deepest part of the ballpark as well. That makes it a 2-0 game. Next up is Lee hitting .385 with the homer and 5 RBIs as Bubkins is tense. First home run given up on the year for Bubkins. Starts the at-bat with a fastball down in the way. That is a called strike. 0-1. Ball down and in is inside. 1-1 the count. Ball middle away. Driven by Leonaire to right center field. That's hit pretty well in the gap. One hops to the wall out there as McKinney gives chase. He'll get it in, but that's a double for Leonaire. That's 3 straight. And whoopity airmails the shortstop. That's going to advance the runner to third. It is 3 straight extra base hits as well as an error. Next up is Blastman, the left fielder, who has RBI man and outside pitch active, though he is hitless on the year. Looking to break that slump for him here. Fastball up and in, line to left center field, hit well over Bordner, and that is going to hit off the base of the wall out there. That is another run. Blastman going to get in the second with the double. It is now 3-0. Crocodon showing up early today. Brings up center fielder Gordon Fruitwell, hitting .368, 2 RBIs on the year. Bubkins looking to slow it down out here. First pitch slider up, taken for a strike, 0-1. Ball down and in, lined at the middle on the ground. Bunterson dives and cuts it off. Fires the first in time, 2 down. Nice play, Buttons. That is true. Meow, yeah. She may have, especially when she gave up all 9 of those hits. Next up, run to third baseman, who's locked in. Or no, she's tense actually, hitting .143 with a solo home run on the year. Fastball middle in, check swing strike, 0-1. Curveball hangs. That is ripped foul, 0-2. Got lucky on that swing. Change it down in the way, outside on the check swing, 1-1. Or 1-2. Slider down and in, almost hits the Runda as she gets off the plate, 2-2. Fastball up and away, chased it out. First punch up for Bubkins today. That ends the inning, but Crocodile strike for 3 runs on 4 hits and an error. To the second, often Colt and Borgner do up. Leading off the innings, catcher Jacques Often, hitting .625 with 2 RBIs on the year. Looking to get something started here for the Buzzards in the second. Heaters outside from Brick, ball 1. Slider hangs and Often skies it to left field. He just missed that one off the end of the bat. Blastman there to make the catch, 1 down. Next up going to be Colt, the center fielder, hitting a .167 on the year. Not a great start to the year for Thurman. Fastball down and in, almost kneecaps him as he backs away, ball 1. Fastball up and away, called the strike, 1-1. Outside heater caught the zone, 1-2, nice pitch. Slider middle in, grounded to third. Runda cuts it off and fires. In time, 2 down. I bring up Borgner, the left fielder, hitting .375. 4 RBIs on the year for Rolf. Fastball down the middle, swung through it late, 0-1. Curveball at the knees for a strike, 0-2. Fastball middle in, breaks his bat, diving his run in foul territory to make a nice catch. Despite her rattled nature, great defensive play. 1-2-3 inning for Brick as we head to the bottom of the second. Pickle, Brick, and Vortex do up. Not a hot start for us at all. We're going to need to bounce back in a hurry here. Leading off is Pickle, the shortstop, hitting .231 on the year. Batting in the 8th slot today. Curveball down and away in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up and in. Sky ball by Pickle to center field. Colt back a few steps, calls for it. Puts it away for the first out. Next up, Brick. Pitcher hitting 1,000 on the year. Slided down and away is low. Ball 1. Called a strike. 1-1. Change it down. Brick grounds it to short. Bunters the fields on the hop. Fires the first in time. 2 down. Next up is Vortex, who's 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Ball down and away. 2-0. Ball middle away. Line to the third base line. Just foul. 2-1 the count. Slider middle in. Inside to Vortex. 3-1. Fastball down and in. Line up the middle into center. That is down for a base hit. Colt cuts it off to keep it from going in the gap. That's going to be a single for Vortex to extend the inning. He's 1 for 2 today, and that'll bring up Drive. He doubled her first time up and then scored on the home run by Candela. First pitch curveball down and in. Ground line to third, right at Mustachio, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, we're down 3. Whoopity, Bubkins, and Bunterson do up. Leading off the inning is second baseman Sloop Whoopity, who is currently tense after making the fielding error back in the first inning. .333 average on the year with an RBI. Fastball takes one low, ball 1. Fastball away, in there for a strike, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, grounded at first, 1 hopper to Drive, 1 down. Brick now locked in as that brings Bubkins to the plate, who's still tense, hitless on the year. Fastball up in the first pitch, skied to right center field. Outfielders playing in will retreat, and Fruitwell makes the catch, 2 down. That's going to bring up Bunterson, who singled and then stole a base in the first inning. So far, the only hit for the Buzzards is off his bat. Strike at the knees on the heater. Up and in, heater misses, 1-1. Heater high, 2-1. Fastball middle in, blooped up the middle. Diving is Pickle to cut it off, but that's not even worth the throw as Bunterson has an infield single. 2 for 2 day for Buttons. Then I'll bring up McKinney. Struck out swinging his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fastball away is called strike, 0-1. Brick no longer locked in after the single. Pick off to first, nothing. Chase the curveball inside, 0-2 to McKinney. Slider middle in, ground right at Pickle though, and that's going to end the inning as he fires time. 1 hit for the Buzzards, nothing else. Bottom 3. Hotted lineup up for the Crocodons. Canner and Blast hit. Extra base hits. Here's Candela, 1 for 1 run homer, still locked in. There's his changeup middle away. Crushed by Candela, but he is late on it, 0-1. So that's way foul. Fastball middle in, line at the first base line, just foul, 0-2. Curveball middle in, line to third. Mustachio reaches up to make the catch, 1 down. Bubkins back to neutral mojo, and that'll bring up Leonaire, who doubled and then scored on Blastman's double. She's 1 for 1. Fastball up and in. Sky to right center field. She gets under it on the first pitch swinging. Colt over in the gap, makes the catch. 2 down. Next up, the left fielder Blastman, who doubled in a run last time up and then advanced to third on the air. Outside pitch active for him here. His changeup up and in. Driven center field, he cracks that one. Colt looks up, and it is out of the stadium. It is a home run. First guy I've ever seen hit a ball out of any stadium here in the game. 466 feet, first of the year for Blastman, and that makes it 4-0 as he... Or he's locked in, one of the two. Next up, Fruitwell 0 for 1. Blastman is locked in. Unlucky there as Bubkins is now tense once more. Curveball down in the way is called strike. 0-1. Yep, Blastman just loaded up and timed it perfectly. Fastball down and in, called a strike. 0-2 to Fruitwell. Slider up and away. Chased it outside strike 3. Second punch up for Bubkins today, and that ends the inning. But Blastman hits a solo home run and extends the Crocodiles' lead at 4-0 to the 4th. Part of the lineup up for the Buzzards, Trunk, Mustachio, and Often due up. Here's Trunk. First baseman 0 for 1 today. Fastball up, high, ball 1. Brick locked in again after the scoreless 3 innings. Fastball high, 2-0. Fastball high again, 3-0 as Brick loses the zone all of a sudden. Fastball middle in, caught the zone, 3-1. Forkball hangs, and that's lined in the center field for a base hit as Trunk will have his first hit today. Joseph now 1 for 2. That's going to bring up Mustachio, who's 0 for 1 today. Fastball away, misses. Ball 1 as Brick's no longer locked in. Forkball up and in is inside and high, 2-0. Fastball away, 3-0 again. Brick puts himself in a hitter's count. Curveball at the knees, called a strike, 3-1. Slider middle of the zone, and Mustachio lines it, hits it well. Fruitwell will run it down, though, on track with his great speed, 1 down. Unlucky there. Trunk remains at first. Now to bring up Often the catcher. Fastball up, taken high, ball 1. Check swing up and in for a strike, 1-1. Heater inside misses, 2-1 to Often. Curveball middle in, turned on and pulled down the right field line into foul territory. Vortex runs it down in front of the fence, 2 down. Just had enough room there to make the catch. And that's going to bring up Colt, who's 0 for 1. Slider away, misses from Brick, ball 1. Screwball, was that fastball? Fastball away, first strike. Up and away, heater misses, nowhere near the zone, 2-1. Fastball down in the way is low, 3-1 the count now. Fastball up and away, a drive, and that ends the inning as she was holding the runner. Bottom 4, we're still off the scoreboard, 4-0 the score. Third, Pickle and Brick due up. Run to third leading off, struck out swinging her first time up as she's currently rattled, 0 for 1 today. Change it down and away, outside, ball 1. Ball down and in. Ground hard at third. Mustachio dives and cuts it off to his left. Gets up and fires in time. 1 down. Nice play as Bubkins back to neutral mojo. That'll bring up Pickle 0 for 1 with the fly out. Fastball up and away, outside, ball 1. Screwball down and away. Grounded in the hole to first. Trunk back, fields it cleanly. Flips to Bubkins in time. 2 down. That'll bring up Brick, 0 for 1 today. She's currently locked in at the moment. Slider down and away. Check swing strike at the knees called. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Foul off. That's going to get out of play on the left side. 0-2. Ball down and in. Chased it inside strike 3. Third punch up for Bubkins today. 1-2-3 inning. Our first today. To the 5th, it's 4-0. Borgener, Whoopity, and Bubkins. There's Borgener, 0 for 1 today. Brick locked in after the scoreless 4th. Fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Middle in heater caught the zone. 1-1 the count. Fork side and high. 2-1 to Rolf. Fastball middle in. Sky to right center field. That's hanging up though. Fruitwell runs it down. 1 out. That'll bring up Whoopity, 0 for 1 today. Curveball hangs and he skies it immediately to center field on the first pitch. Right to Gordon as he barely moves, and that's 2 down. That'll bring up Bubkins, pitcher 0 for 1 today with a flyout. Fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up, skied to center field. Fruitwell back a few steps, calls for it, and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning as Brick has no problems in the 5th. Bottom 5, Vortex, Drive, and Candela due up. There's Vortex, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch screwball middle in is a called strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away. Vortex pops it up foul territory. Trunk going over. Makes the catch with plenty of room, 1 down. Next up drive, 1 for 2 today with the double. Curveball down and away. Called a strike at the knees. Nice pitch, 0-1. Fastball up and away. High, 1-1. Slider up and in. Chased it inside. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Down and in. Fouled off again. Still 1-2. Fastball down and away. Line up the first base line. Trunk dives. Makes the nice catch up the line. 2 down. Good reactions over there. Next up, Candela, 1 for 2 with the 2-run homer today. First pitch screwball at the knees. Called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in. Chased it high, 0-2. Ball down 3 at the knees. 4th punch up for Bubkins today. And another 1-2-3 inning as that's 6 up and 6 down. To the 6th, Bunterson, McKinney, and Trunk top the lineup up for the 3rd time against Brick. Defense is on fire, yes, much like it always has been this season. Defense is serving us well. Pitching, a little rough at the start, but settling down now. Offense, non-existent. Bunterson, the only exception to that rule, he's 2 for 2 today. Slider at the knees, outside corner, called a strike. Nice pitch, can't do anything with it, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, bloop to left field, that is down for a base hit. 3rd hit for he is 3 for 3. And he's locked in. Next up, McKinney, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout today for Spitz. Fastball up and away is outside. Ball 1. Curveball away is in there for a strike. 1-1. Slider hangs. McKinney drives at the center field, but he has no power in his bat as that goes right to Fruitwell. 1 down. Yeah, you've got a good point, Hoom. She's forced into the ace role. She's at best a 3 pitcher. Or at best maybe a team. Such as the Sandcats, she would probably still be the ace, but yeah, well actually no, she'd be number 2 on the Sandcats because she's behind Kerwin Arches, but yeah, she's being asked to do too much as the ace of this team. If only she had some help. Here's Trunk, 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch out, nothing doing. Pick off the first, nothing doing still as Bunterson is back. Again, still nothing doing. Pardon me. Slider hangs and Trunk drives at the center field, but that's going to go right to Fruitwell again on the warning track. 2 down. Just can't catch a break today. Can't get it over Fruitwell, who's the fastest fielder. Next up, Mustachio, 0 for 2. I mean, Vortex has his speed and right, but Blastman is slow as dirt out there on left field. We'll have a better chance. Mustachio up 0 for 2, no longer locked in. Takes fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Curveball outside misses, 1-1 the count. Curveball bounces, 2-1. Bunterson takes off. Fastball's outside for ball 3. I don't know why I just hit RT, but I did, and that is stupid because I just ran us out of the inning. For some reason, I thought I was going to call a timeout, and I forgot I stole second base. It has not been our night. Wow. I've played this game for over a year now, and I'm amazed that I can still do stupid shit like that. Oh, God damn it. All right. Next up is Leonaire, 1 for 2 today. His fastball down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Screwball up and in, fools her as she chases it, 0-2 the count. Ladder down and in, grounding in the hole to first. Whoopity cuts it off on the grass, fires to first, 1 down. Thank you, hon. Next up, Blastman, 2 for 2 today. He doubled last time. He hit a solo home run last time up and also doubled in a run earlier, hitting the ball completely out of the center field, over the center field wall of the stadium. Fastball down and away, chased it 0-1. He was geared up for another bomb right there as he unloaded. Slider down and in, fouled off, 0-2. Oh, cool, you can call timeout where you're on the mound. Alright, anyway, enough mucking about. Screwball up and in, fouled off again, still 0-2. Change of Changeup down in the way, outside, 1-2. Fastball up and in, popped up center field, Colt in a few steps now. Makes the catch, 2 down. Next up, Fruitwell 0-2 today. Gordon struck out swinging the last time up. Curveball down in the way. Grounded up the middle. There's his first hit today. He's 1-for-3. He's got some pretty good speed over there at first. Got to keep an eye on him. Brings up run to third. 0-for-2 today. Lined out last time up. She was also struck out. Fastball up and in. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Change it down in the way. Chased it. 0-2 the count. Ball down and in. Low, 1-2 as it bounces. Up and away. Taken high. 2-2. Slide it down in the way. Chased it. Strike 3. 5th punch up for Meow today. And that ends the inning with a 0. To the 7th. We're still down 4. Mustachio, Often, and Colt due up. Rick starting to tires. He's already at 69 pitches. Nice. Mustachio 0-2 today. Has his at bat reset. Fastball up and in is a strike called. 0-1. Well, up misses this time. 1-1 the count. Fastball middle in. Lined up the middle base hit for Mario, and that's his first hit today. He's 1-for-3. And he's locked in again as he's on at first to start the inning. Next up is Often, who has flown out twice today. He's 0-for-2. Flew out last time to right field in foul territory. Fastball up and in is high from Brick. Ball 1. Chase the forkball below on the count. Curveball down and in, lined in the gap right center field. This could be extra bases. And it will as it gets all the way to the wall out there, as Mustachio's going to score easily from first. It is a double for Often as it's 4-1. Buzzards on the board. And Brick is no longer locked in as that'll bring up Colt 0-for-2 today. Brick no longer locked in as well. Forkball inside misses. Ball 1. Bad jumps active for Often at second. Sliders outside. 2-0 the count. Fastball at the knees called a strike. 2-1. Curveball at the knees pulled foul by Colt as he geared up early. 2-2 the count. Definitely looking fastball there. Curveball's outside. Full count. Forkball up and in. Grounded hard to short. Often holds at second base as Colt retired. 1 down. Next up, Borgner 0-for-2 today for Rolf. He's flown out and lined out. Slide in the dirt on the bounce. Ball 1. Curveball in the dirt on the bounce. 2-0 the count. Inside heater misses. 3-0. Heater high. Ball 4. First walk today from Brick. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate for the Buzzards. It's Sloop Whoopity. Second baseman 0-for-2 today and 10th. Brick stays out there despite being extremely tired. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Off the zone again, 0-2. Fastball away, dribbled up the middle. Candela flips the second one, Pickle to first. Double play, and the rally is over as Whoopity just can't do anything right today. Bottom 7, it's 4-1. Pickle, Brick, and Vortex do up. Here's Pickle, 0-for-2 today. Fastball down the way, and the first pitch called a strike, 0-1. Curveball middle in. 1 hopper to short. Bunterson makes the stop. 1 down. Pickle now tense, and they'll bring up Brick, who's 0-for-2. They are leaving him into bat, so they expect him to pitch next inning. I understand the move. Crocodile's bullpen is absolutely at. Curveball down and in, grounded right at Whoopity. 2 down. Next up is Vortex, 1-for-3 today with the single. Fastball up and away. Outside, ball 1. Ball down and in. Line up the middle, that's a base hit for Vinny. He's now 2-for-4. That'll keep the inning alive for Drive. Drive 1-for-3 today, also with a double. Ball down and in. Called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Nice pitch there from Meow. Nice up and away. Drive lines at the right center field. That's in the gap, and that's going to be extra bases, and that's a problem as Vortex has great speed over at first. Kinney gets it in, but it's going to be an RBI double for Drive as they get the run back. It is 5-1 Crocs. Yeah, Whoopity's just not having it. He has serious confidence issues. There's Candela, 1-for-3 with the 2-run homer. Bubkin's done here after 6 2/3, giving up 5 runs on 9 hits as she she did all she could, but there wasn't much left to do. Coming out of the bullpen, making his season debut, is going to be right-hander Meat Commonly, as we don't really have another option. But we are going to double switch here so he does not have to bat next inning. He's going to come in for Whoopity, and we are going to put in Ham Slamus to play second base. And he will lead off next inning. Commonly, yeah, that's really all it says. Meat literally throws hard, and that's about all he does. Got no accuracy and no break on his curveball. So pick one of the fastballs, you'll probably guess right. Kendall, the switch hitter, bats left-handed for the first time today as he takes a two-seamer low, away, ball one. Fastball down and in, fouled off as it breaks his bat, 1-1. Cutter up and in, taken high, 2-1. Ball middle away, line to left field, right to Borgner. He'll make the catch, and that ends the inning. As Commonly strands the base runner. To the 8th, we're still down 4. Slamus, Bunterson, and McKinney do up against the tiring Brick, who's up near 90 pitches. Slamus hitting .250 on the year, getting his first at bat of the game. So he was a defensive sub last inning in the double switch. Heater at the letters from Brick for a strike, 0-1. Curveball's outside, 1-1. Slider hangs, line at the middle base hit for Ham. He's 1 for 1. Second hit of the year for Ham. He's hitting 2 for 5 now. Leadoff man on, and that'll bring up Bunterson, who's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And Brick stays out there to face him. Forkball hangs, but Bunterson swings late, 0-1. Fastball up, Bunterson chases it and skies it to right field. That's going to hang up for Vortex, 1 down. We'll get that in. That's going to bring up McKinney, who's 0 for 3 and 10. Going to pinch hit for him as well. Coming off the bench will be first baseman Helena Bigsby to pinch hit here. Bigsby is power versus left-hander active, hitting .333 on the year. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball up high, 2-0 from Brick. Forkball up and in, it's high again, 3-0. Bigsby not even going to move. Takes a forkball high, ball 4. Second walk for Brick today. First and second with none down, as that'll bring 1 down actually. That brings up Trunk, 1 for 3 with a single. Curveball away, misses outside, ball 1. Fastball down and in is a strike, 1-1. Fastball up, taken high, 2-1 the count. Slider below the knees, grounded in the hole past the first baseman into right field. Nice dive from Drive, but you couldn't make the play. Bases loaded as the tying run comes to the plate. And Mario Mustachio, the hottest man on the team right now, 1 for 3, locked in with a single. Brick is done here after 7 1/3 innings. He leaves 3 on, gives up 9 hits, only 1 earned run, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Not a bad outing for Maurice. He's in line for the win. Currently has a quality start, but all 3 runners on base are his responsibility. Coming out of the bullpen is the worst reliever in the Crocodiles bullpen, right-hander Lou Dubaziz, which is a pun on load to bases. Lou Dubaziz, the young reliever, 20 years old, I believe, at the start of the franchise, is 1-0 with a 5.79 ERA and a 1.29 whip in his 3 appearances. He's given up 3 runs. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits and walking 3 batters, but he has kept the ball in the ballpark. No strikeouts on the year. Batting average against a solid 158. Let's see what he does here. Is he only 19? Is he 20? He is 20. Okay, I don't know why I know that, but okay. Alright, he's fully rested too, so need him to get out of the 8th, and then we'll probably hand it over to the closer McFarland in the 9th, who has specialist. Mustachio ready, bases loaded. He's the tying run. 1 down. First pitch, fastball down and in is a strike, 0-1. Now, Dubaziz does have walk prone, but it only activates with 3 balls, so. Fastball high, ball 1. Thank God he has no accuracy. The ball's inside, 2-1. Heater up, called a strike, 2-2. Fastball middle in, Mario lines at the right, but it's right to Vortex for the second out. No luck. Next up is Jacques. Often 1 for 3 with an RBI double last time up, and he has power versus right-hander active against Lou. Let's curveball inside, misses from Lou, ball 1. Forkball up and in, caught the zone, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, he pops it up, shallow field. just off the end of the bat. Vortex makes the catch, and that ends the inning as we have the base down and can't frickin' score. It's just been that kind of day today. Bottom 8, Leonaire, Blastman, and Fruitwell do up against Commonly. Here's Leonaire, 1 for 3 with the double today, locked in. Defensive subs we're going to make. We're going to move Bigsby to first and move Trunk to left, which will move Borgner to right because I don't want to put Yoshida in since he's still tired. Alright, so now everyone's in position. First pitch curveball down and in from Commonly is called a strike at the knees. 0-1, nice pitch. Seamer up and away. Lined up the middle on the ground. That's a base hit for Leonaire. Second hit today for Tara. She's 2 for 4. That'll bring up Blastman, who's 2 for 3. Home run and the double out there today with 2 RBIs. Switch hitter bats left-handed for the first time today. Cutter up and in is inside. Ball 1. Zimmer down and in, inside. 2-0. Fastball up and in. Called a ball. 3-0 as Composed activates. Fastball down, low. Ball 4. First walk from Commonly. First and second with none down. Here's Fruitwell, 1 for 3 with a single. You see him in the middle of the way on the first pitch, driven by Fruitwell. Foul, out of 1 for 3 today with the single. Fastball down and in, called a strike at the knees, 0-2. Ball down in the punch up for Commonly this year, 1 down. Next up third, 0 for 3. She's currently rattled. Fastball up and away, outside and high, nowhere near the zone. Ball 1. Better inside, rip foul. 1-1 the count. Zimmer down, called 2. Fastball down and away, in the dirt, 2-2. Ball down and in. Chased it, strike 3. Second punch up for Commonly, 2 down. Next up Norton, 0 for 3 intense. Shortstop still looking for his first hit today. First pitch curveball out, in ball 1. Good eye there. And then high, 2-0. Used up, left field down the line. Trunk going over for it, coming in. Makes the catch and Commonly gets out of his own jam. Nice job. To the 9th, we're down 4. Colt, Borgner, and it up. There's Colt, he's 0 for 3 today. Still looking for his first hit. Runda will exit as Tarzan Woodburn, the backup corner infielder, will come in to play third base, which is a very big upgrade over there. He's a great fielder. Lou locked in after getting out of the base loaded jam last inning with nothing happening. Curveball down and in for a strike, going 1. Forkball bounces, 1-1. Fastball at the knees. Colt drives it to left center field. He hits it pretty well, giving chase Fruitwell, and with his great speed, he will run it down. 1 down. Next up, Borgner, 0 for 2. Walked this last time at the plate. Fastball down and in is a strike, 0-1. Check swing high. Good take from Rolf. 1-1 the count. Fastball up and in is a strike, 1-2. Forkball middle in, line to right center field. That is down for a base hit as Rolf has his first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Now we'll bring Commonly to the plate, who we will pinch hit for. And coming off the bench to pinch hit will be right fielder Dano Yoshida. He can be used as a pinch hitter without ruining his rest day. He just can't play the field. Dano on the year hitting .353 with 3 RBIs as he looks to move the runner to scoring position here. For a ball at the knees for a strike, going 1. Nice pitch from Lou. Fastball up and away is outside. Ball 1. 1-1 pitch coming. Curveball in the dirt. 2-1. Lou loads up and fires. Fastball low. 3-1. Walk prone activates. First time today for Lou. Fastball at the knees. Line to center field. That will get down for a base hit. Pinch hitter on. Yoshida 1 for 1 today now. First and second with 1 down. Next up, Slamus, 1 for 1 today with a single so far for Ham. Defensive replacement for Whoopity in the 7th inning on the double switch. Curveball bounces in the dirt. Ball 1. Lou no longer locked in out there. Fastball low, 2-0. Pitcher's count here. Fastball away, ball 3. Walk prone activates now. Curveball inside, misses, ball 4. First walk for Lou today. Third today for the Crocodons pitching staff. Bases loaded, tying run to the plate is Bunterson, who's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Again, we have the bases loaded with 1 out. Please, guys, just get me some runs. Back-to-back innings we've done this. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Curveball in there, 0-2. Forkball down and in, sky to left field. This should be deep enough to score the runner. Lead runner tags as Blastman doesn't have the greatest arm. Throw in is late. Sac fly for Bunderson. It's 5-2. Tying run at the plate is Bigsby, who walked in her pinch hit appearance last inning. She pinch hit for... Who did she pinch hit for? McKinney. Stayed in the game at first. Ball hangs and she'll pop it up to right center field. This should end the game. And Fruitwell calls protects. And he makes the catch. That does end the game. Buzzards lose their second in a row. A 5-2 defeat today. Good solid pitchers contest for both clubs. They just outscored us early and they just held on late. We had plenty of opportunities late in the game against the tired Brick, the tired Lou, but we just only managed 2 runs. Big day for Bunderson. He went 3 for 4, drove in a run on a sac fly. Often had the RBI double, scoring our other run. Hitless were McKinney, Bigsby in one at bat, Colt, Whoopity, and Bubkins. Pinch hitters Yoshida and Slamus each got hits. That's good for them. Bigsby as pinch hitter got a walk, so they all got on base. And for the Crocodiles, only hitless batters today were third, Woodburn, who didn't bat, Pickle, and Brick. And DeBaziz, who also did not bat. 2 hits today for Vortex, Drive, Leonaire, and Blastman. Blastman had the big solo home run that exited the ballpark over the center field fence. And he also doubled in a run. And Candela hit a 2-run homer in the first inning, with Drive doubling in a run later. Bubkins, 6 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs given up. She falls to 1-1. Commonly an inning in the third out of the pen, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. On the other side, quality start for him, 8 hits, 1 earned run, and 2 walks and a strikeout. He improves to 1-1. And DeBaziz, inning in 2/3, 2 hits, an earned run, and a walk, getting his first save of the year. That's very true. You are right, Hoon. If we had a great base team, this would not be a very long series. Blastman, your player of the game, followed by Brick with the quality start, and Drive with her 2 doubles. Hey, Loai, yes. Rip to the freebooters. They served us well, though. Nice decade-long series. That was fun. Franchise is doing all right. We're started off 3-0, and we just lost our second game in a row. So we're currently sitting at 3-2, but we are still only a half game out of first place currently. So things are looking all right for right now, but we might be making some roster moves soon to try and beef this team up to stay in the hunt. Because we found our weakness, it's our offense. And our bullpen's also not very strong either. Neither is our rotation, so really we need to work on our pitching, and we need to get some power in this lineup. That seems to be what we're missing. Good win for the B-Wolves there as they get back to 500. Wildload's taking on the Jacks here. Jacks looking for their first win. They will not get it. They fall to 0-6. Goddamn, imagine being an expansion team. It's your first year in the league, and you have like one of the best offenses on paper, and you go 0-6 to start the year. I would be fuming. Alrighty, next game, we are taking on the Overdogs. It is going to be a double-header. I believe we play the Overdogs twice to end the road series here. So next time out, we're going to record 2 episodes, the first game and then the second game, back-to-back. So look out for that. On the mound for the first game will be Erlang Elwood, who threw a complete game his first time out, 1-0 with a 2 ERA and an 0.67 whip against the Platypi. He got that win. And Chasey Kim will be on the mound for the Overdogs, their number 2. He is 0-1 with a 3.235 ERA and a 1.17 whip. Looking right, some roster moves were made. Bryson Muddywater goes to the Grapplers. Catcher who replaces veteran catcher Grizz Signoro. And they also signed Dominic Castillo, the young starting pitcher, to replace reliever Meggie Meggles, which will move, if I can remember her name correctly, Lola Knops to the bullpen, as she's the long reliever. And then Tiago Toolsley, the specialist K-Dud long reliever, is picked up by the Moonstars to replace their their bullpen pitcher, Def Weddams, who's a long reliever. So long reliever for long reliever. Yoshida loses 1 speed. Unfortunate. Jimmy Leathers up to a C-, not bad. Might have to start making some roster moves here. take a look and see what I got started here. It's a very weak free agent pool, though, here to start the series, so gotta make do with what we got. Like, not. Alright, so looking at catchers, we have Albert McMingle. Not bad, not bad. Comparing him to Bronx, he's a better offensive player. They're about the same age, but Bronx is the better fielder. And I like Bronx for what he brings to the team because he can play any position in the field. Literally any position in the field without a fielding penalty. So although this RBI man is nice on McMingle, he's still not going to be the everyday starter with Often, which is unfortunate. If Often had regressed harder here early on, I'd make this move all day, but Often is still very high level, and he's one of our better hitters, so I kind of can't get rid of him at the current moment, so making this move is not a good idea. Same thing with Esparza. She's a weak offensive hitter, so she's like Billy Bronx, just a little bit better, and without the extra positions. She can only play catcher. And then Jimmy Leathers, who is a guy who just got that boost up to the C- role. He's literally ass. Like, literal ass. Not getting him. Sage Spiesel, the first baseman. Power versus left-hander and outside pitch. Solid player. I like it. 26. Compare her to Bigsby, because that would be who you're replacing. Bigsby has the same power, just a little bit less, a little bit more. She has a lot higher contact. But Spiesel has the same arm. She has better fielding, and she has much more speed. Could be a cheap upgrade here. Because to be fair, we've only used Bigsby in pinch hitter roles. She's not going to see the field a whole lot unless the left fielder is not doing well, or like our right fielder or center fielder is not doing well and we have to move Borgner around. Then we would move Trunk to left and put Bigsby in at first. This is a very delicate situation here. You have to kind of balance when do you want to get rid of these players, because you don't want to give up too early. Forto. Now, I could bring a Forto on for Adoya just because he does the same thing as Adoya and he is 11 years younger. Only difference is Adoya is actually a better hitter. He's a lot faster and he's got a lot more arm. But with Billy Bronx on the team, Bronx is already a utility player. He does have a fielding penalty, but he's a utility player. And he's a lot younger than Adoya. Do I want to make that move, though? That's the problem. Because Adoya hasn't really regressed either. Tough scenes, tough scenes. I'm not sure. True, true. This would free up more caps, so we would have more money. That's true. Alright, yeah, we're going to do it. We'll bring Dig on for Adoya, because it is a little bit of a drop-off for sure, but it's not like I use Adoya that much anyway, and we can just plug Bronx in if we need him anywhere in the field, so it's not that far off. Don't want to take Bigsby out just yet. Gia Axelson, young outfielder. What do our outfielders look like? So you have McKinney, who's not hitting well right now, but it's only a little bit of a drop-off, and Axelson would be overpaid, so I'm not ready to make this move just yet. Colt, on the other hand, is the one that's really, really underperforming right now, so he's the one that needs to be on notice. So maybe start looking at some center fielders down the road. McCarthy to Axelson here. McCarthy's the better fielder, a little bit better arm, more speed, weaker hitter. Okay. So he'd be like a defensive outfield upgrade. So you would bring him in off the bench. You wouldn't have a pinch hitter in him. It's true. I could have probably gotten a Forto for less, but we still got a good chunk of change there. We almost got $1 million per game right now. Spiesel for Bigsby. That's a good question. This would save a good chunk of change as well, and she is 5 years younger than Bigsby. The only thing is, Bigsby's a good pinch hitter against lefties. Spiesel would be a power hitter against lefties, so they're kind of the same thing. And she can play third base in a pinch. Alright, we'll get rid of Bigsby. Let's get some more money out here. Let's see. Catcher we're not worried about. Left field, nothing good there. I'm going to start looking at center fielder just because of how badly Colt is doing this year. We might need to make a big player move and go for a big name. Very true, very true. Very true, very true. Maybe I am overthinking this. Well, the only thing I want to look at right now is pitching, so let's have a look. 2 way overpriced starters. A 32-year-old who probably shouldn't be signed. And Bertram Half-Burger III. Oh, God. Next to Oldman, I'll put him on there just because he's a pretty solid pitcher, but probably not going to be able to afford him. Same with Reynolds. Same with Guns. Sherman already getting there. He's not quite low enough to sign, but he is pretty close. Best of Fisher. Our bullpen's already pretty weak. I don't want to make it any weaker. So, and these relievers, I do not like any of these relievers. They're just, no. I'm not even going to worry about pitching for right now. It's solid for right now. We're playing well with the pitchers we have. It's the offense that's really been letting us down the last couple of games. Alright, let's look at player development here. Okay. So commonly, this would be a nice chance to get K-Man. I said we would get this one, so let's do it. Only going to get 4 junk, which is fine. Not going to get K-Man. Damn it, I was hoping he got that. Alright. Bubkins, more she doesn't really need it. She doesn't really need the composed either. Kind of a dumb upgrade. McKinney, extra contact. That's really expensive for not a whole lot of boost. So, pass. Colt, speed. He doesn't need speed, although Steeler would be nice to have for a player like him. He needs to get on base in order to use the speed. And I would much rather improve his contact to actually allow him to get on base. So I'm not going to worry about this upgrade either. Bradley Bowler. Chance to get K-Dud scares me. Overall, this would make him a better starter. This is the one I'm considering, because Often doesn't need any more power than he already has. He needs contact, so pass. Should I get this one for Bowler? That's the question. I mean, I could wait because he's not due to start next game, so I could wait and see what else pops up and see if there's a better spending of my money somewhere else. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll just get the one for commonly and hold off on the others. Alrighty, let's set the lineup call today. Alrighty, next game. For the first game of the doubleheader, it'll be Bunkerson up at short, then Colt moving up to the 2 slot in center. I like the confidence, even though he went 0 for 4 again. Next up, Mustachio locked in at third base, then Often at the dish, batting 4th. Trunk batting 5th at first. Slamus in at second base for the, for the deflated whoopity. Then it's right fielder Dano Yoshida back in the lineup as he's fully rested. He'll be in right, and Borgner will bat 8th and left, with Elwood, the pitcher, rounding us out at number 9. And it'll also be the debuts, probably, of Spiesel and also Eforto, who are on the bench now. Alrighty. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Tough loss today. Offense just never really got going, and our pitching just couldn't hold the Crocodons at bay for very long. So, second loss in a row. Hopefully we can turn it around in a doubleheader next 2 episodes, but the only way to find out is to play the games. Until next time, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off. And if you made it this deep in the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you later, guys.